Couldn't believe it. It was in a Rolling Stones article, and it was early 2005, late 2004. I was up in northern Iraq, up in Kurdistan, Sulaymaniyah, worked for a company called Blackwater. We were on a contract called the Regimes Crime Liaison Office contract. And what we were doing is we were escorting federal agents from different departments like the FBI, marshals, DEA, and things like that. And they were attached to Kurdish judges and lawyers. And we were taking these guys around to different parts of northern Iraq, and they were interviewing family members that were victims of Saddam's campaign, which was when he was going around gassing different Kurdish cities and towns and villas. A lot of people might have heard about Halabja, which was probably the most famous, but there was hundreds of places where he did this too. So we were taking these guys around all around northern Iraq, all over the place, and I'll tell you all kinds of stories about that. And they were interviewing these guys. So here I am in our safe house in Sulaymaniyah, and we were on a break from one of our missions, and I'm sitting in there on the couch with a couple of the guys on my team, and we're watching TV or whatever we were doing. And I look over, and one of my teammates was reading a Rolling Stone magazine, and I'm like, okay, cool. And I just happen to look over, and I see this article about a contractor killed in Iraq, and it happened to be this guy Wolf Weiss, which I told you about in two other previous videos that I met. First time I met him up in Kirkuk and back in 2003, and then I met him later on in later 2004 in Baghdad, and now here I am in early 2005 up in northern Iraq reading an article about this guy, how he had escorted this Rolling Stones reporter down to Kuwait, and then 2 months later, he gets ambushed and killed. And so, small world, sad. A lot of contractors were killed in Iraq, and so it was, like I said, small world. You never know what you might see. Never know who you might run into. That's why it's always good that you're nice to everybody you meet, because you never know when you might meet them. You might need their help at one point in time. So hope you enjoyed this story. Take care and stay safe.